What you're watching right now is a group of divers as they're getting their gear ready in preparation for a scuba diving trip. A scuba diving trip sponsored by this dive shop, the Akumal Dive Shop, about an hour south of Cancun. Well, hi, Stephen Sharon, that's right. We have come to this dive shop too, and we're going to take a group out as well. Now, this is an area of the Caribbean that features some of the best diving in the world, and these people have come to experience the various sights and fish and formations out there. We're going to go out too, and our group's going to be looking for a little bit different type of scenery. See, we're going to go shark hunting.
Now, sharks are not easy to find. They tend to move away from people usually, but Jacques Cousteau televised a story about the famous sleeping sharks from this area, and if Jacques could find them, well, so can I. Plus, I'd have Gonzalo here, one of Akumel's premier divers, along as our group's dive master. He is the expert in this area. Also along to help record the action underwater would be video experts Bill Carlson on the left and Randy Christman on the right. They're both from Minnesota, but they've been diving here for years. Oh yeah, sharks, we're on our way.
And now we're about 10 minutes out, and all the other divers are overboard getting ready to go, getting their gear checked out. It's now time to go down. They tell me about 100 feet or so in search of sharks. So let's go see what we can find.
Now, I was wearing a wetsuit, but actually the water was not cold at all. At least not near the surface, but down below they tell me it does get a bit colder. And besides, Gonzalo even added, the wetsuit might offer a little more protection for me in case of shark bite. I hoped as I was swimming along that he was kidding. Oh, speaking of the water, it was some of the clearest I'd ever dove in. Seemingly unlimited visibility. And so, when we reached the bottom, the view was spectacular. Well, no doubt about it, it was a beautiful setting. The sea fans waving back and forth with the swells, the coral formations that were so rugged looking and yet so fragile. And of course, there was just all kinds of multicolored tropical fish swimming all around. I even found a very unusual starfish, long and skinny. It almost appeared too delicate to be able to survive. Again, beautiful, interesting, but it wasn't a shark, and that's what I was after. Now, the sleeping sharks are found under ledges and in hidden spots, so that's where I looked. And since those sharks come in all sizes, sometimes up to 10 feet or more in length, well, I tended to look under the smaller ledges, and that way I would find a smaller shark. But I was getting a bit discouraged when all of a sudden Gonzalo motioned me to this large boulder-sized piece of coral. In the cracks was a moray eel that hopefully I could entice out and feed by hand. That's right, a moray eel with nasty, razor-sharp teeth, and often a disposition to match. While I waved the fish back and forth, the eel peered out from a small opening and just like that, snatched the fish from my fingers. Let's see it again in slow motion this time and watch from the left side, almost invisibly camouflaged, the moray strikes out and takes the hand out. Luckily for me, he left the hand behind. Now that was exciting, but still, it wasn't a shark. And so, it was time to head to the surface.
Well, no sharks. Well, anyway, hey, great diving. A lot of good things to see down there, but here at Akumel, we just not our lucky day. Well, so what should we do?
You know, I know one other place.
For what, sharks?
You bet.
Sure, are you sure?
Guaranteed.
Yep, guaranteed sharks right here at the Restaurant Gomar in Isla Mujeres, where at the end of their pier, they have in a confined pen-like structure a real 8-foot nurse shark. And not just one, but 2 of them.
That's right, real sharks, and now I'm in the penned-in area with them. Hey, we didn't come to Mexico just to look at sharks. We'll get up really close. We're gonna go swimming with the sharks.
Now, the restaurant keeps the sharks as an attraction for its customers, and it's okay with them if you want to jump in, but you do so at your own risk, of course. So I was pretty wary at first. I think the sharks were too, because they tried to avoid me at all times. But finally, I grabbed one by the tail, hoping it would pull me along and not whip around and do something else. It didn't, and so I got even braver. Don't ask me why. Now this was amazing. Obviously, these weren't killers, but they were still sharks. Big ones. Often, I found myself so caught up in trying to ride one that I forgot there was a second one still in the water nearby. Luckily, that second shark never tried anything when my back was turned.
Well, there you have it. Swimming with the sharks and a lot more in Cancun, Mexico. I don't know if this is smart or not, but it's kind of fun. Well, we'll see you next time. Gotta keep your eyes open, though. Where is he? What you're looking at now is a section of Clam Lake near Siren, Wisconsin, a lake that has been opened up. The ice has been removed for a small section here because you see snowmobiles in a few minutes are going to be racing across. Well, hi everybody, that's right. We're back here at Siren for the World Championship Snowmobile Water Skipping Competition.
And if you watched our show over the years, you're probably familiar with what this is all about, because every year the Siren, Wisconsin Lions Club sponsors a snowmobile skipping contest as a fundraiser. Now, when the event first started, the idea was simply to see who could make it across the open water. But as the drivers and the sleds, as they call them, got better, well, new challenges had to be created. So now, events include the slalom, side-by-side drag races, and even most on a machine. That's right, the most people on a machine wins a prize, and this is a group of 5. But even with the new challenges, the drivers are still making it. Well, most drivers make it, but not all. That's right, because there's no lack of exciting spills at this event. Now let me tell you, this is no fun for the drivers or for the members of the recovery team, because it's not only cold, it's
freezing cold.
Now this guy realizes he's in trouble, and instead of trying to straighten the machine out and risk sinking, he just heads for the nearest land. Smart move, because even if a driver gets rescued before he gets wet, that doesn't mean he'll never get wet. And sometimes the crowd wants to see some excitement, and so the rescuers oblige. Yes, that's the kind of thing several thousand hardy fans each year come to see as they brave the wind chill for some good-hearted fun. And just when you think these folks have the best seat in the house, well, look again. Because the Brainerd Helicopter Company was here to give fans a ride. And they gave us a ride and provided us with an unbeatable view.
Well, no question about it. This is quite an event here in Siren, Wisconsin, and we've been lucky enough to cover it in years gone by. And we've actually got involved a couple of times, too.
In fact, we've not only covered it, but we've joined in on the fun as well. Now, this was 2 years ago when I and 5 other folks broke the record for most on a machine. That's right, all 6 of us just barely made it across, and that record still stands today. And then last year, I tried water skiing behind a snowmobile with no wetsuit, no dry suit, and no success.
Yep, that was me trying last year, trying to water ski behind a snowmobile, and I guess that was a mistake to even give it a try. Unfortunately, I made one other mistake.
And that mistake was saying something stupid like this.
But next year, I'll do it. I'll make it next year. That's a promise. We'll see you next time.
Yep, that's what I said, all right. I actually promised to try it again. So Bob Riggy and his crew from New Brighton are here getting their machine ready. They're going to pull me so I can live up to my word and give water skiing behind a snowmobile one more shot.
Oh, by the way, one difference between last year and this year. Last year was very cold. This year, it's even colder. The chill factor is about -30, they tell me. If I don't make it this year, there'll be no more rash statements. This is the last time, but I'm going to make it. Okay, let's do it.
Well, Bob is ready, and I'm ready, with my traditional shorts and Hawaiian shirt, of course. Okay, let's get this over with. Things are going great, and as I get close to the end, I can't believe I'm actually making it. On the other hand, maybe I shouldn't get cocky too early. You see, my landing was a little less than graceful.
Thanks to everybody, all the guys here at the event, the Sirens Lanes Club, Bob and all of his crew. You know the best part about it? I don't have to try it again next year. And don't anybody suggest one ski. We'll see you next time. Let's go get warm. Yeah.
Now, it all started right here, a few miles outside of Osceola, Wisconsin. It's the home base of the St. Croix Valley Skydiving Club. Inside, my groundwork lesson began with Chief Instructor Gene Broom explaining the equipment I'd be using. Now, it's about 8:30 in the morning right here, and for the next 7 hours, Gene and other jump masters would be instructing me on all phases of skydiving. It's information I'd need to know to do a real free fall skydive, and yep, I'll be doing that on my first jump thanks to a new teaching system.
The Accelerated Freefall program is comparative to Static Line program, which is like the military version of student training. Accelerated Freefall, we get you on one jump as much experience and training as you get in 7 jumps on the Static Line program.
Okay, so accelerated means just that. You learn more quicker.
Right, it's condensed. Your learning is accelerated. Instead of having to do 7 jumps to perform the requirements, you can do all those in one jump.
Now, I was also instructed on the correct body position during the free fall. It's an arched back position, and it's necessary to remain stable at 120 miles an hour. And that's the speed that we'd be falling. Next, I was in a practice harness learning to control the parachute after it was opened. Now, I was also learning when and how to deploy the second or reserve parachute in case of some kind of malfunction. Then, I also had to perfect the proper landing technique. It's a hit and roll to the side maneuver, and like everything else, I had to do it over and over again until it becomes automatic. And finally, I was given a written test over everything. Now, I'd been there over 6 hours, and we'd covered a lot of information, so yes, the exam was very extensive, but required to show that I was ready for the jump. And also getting ready was Bill Volker. He is an expert with more than 2,000 jumps, and he'll be recording my efforts with his helmet camera. And his video will show exactly what happens in the air. And then we were really close as I was suited up and at the airplane where once more we rehearsed the choreography of the jump. Now, I say we because when I go, 2 jump masters will go right along with me. They're John Bushko and Kerry McCauley. One will be on either side of me holding on at all times. And They'll, one, be keeping me stable, so if I start to get out of control, they can correct it, and two, they're going to make sure that I perform the proper procedures, which we're going over right here. And so now we're in the plane, 2 jump masters, an aerial shooter, the pilot, and me, the new kid on the block. Now the obvious question is now, nervous? Yeah, the answer is you bet. But I got to tell you, I've had so much information, I'm so much going through my head right now. I'm processing all of that. I don't think I'm really as nervous as I'm going to be in just a few minutes. We'll find out. The door's closing. It's time to go diving. All right, guys. And with that, we were moments later rolling down the runway for takeoff and climb. A climb to 12,000 feet over 2 miles up. A climb that would take about 30 minutes. A climb that would give me plenty of time to think about what was to come. And then it was time. Now the video is coming from Bill's helmet camera as he's hanging onto the outside of the plane behind the door. Then John, Kerry, with me in the middle, are out under the wing, and just as we had practiced, I hop back and the free fall begins. Now John and Kerry are flanked on either side as we accelerate quickly. In fact, with the wind rushing by, amazingly, there's no sensation of falling per se, just speed through the air. In this case, straight down. It is beautiful, and we go right through the clouds. It was fabulous. That's right, no sensation of speed from this angle, but take a look at it from the ground, and you can see we are falling rapidly, accelerating to 120 miles an hour. But then I remember, I'm supposed to be practicing my ripcord pulls. The technique is to reach down for the ripcord with my right hand while counterbalancing the movement with my left hand going up to my head. I go through it several times, and I think I'm doing it okay, when all of a sudden, Kerry hits the altimeter on my chest. That's the signal to pull my ripcord. But I try to, but I grab the wrong handle, and John has to pull the ripcord for me. Finally, I'm gone. Kerry's so excited, he does 3 backflips. He's glad to be rid of me. Well, after that, it was just sit there in the harness and float on down. Down on the ground, Gene is talking to me via radio, giving me instructions for landing.
And as soon as you're ready, give me a left turn.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop and fly straight.
Now this, too, was really fun. I gotta tell you, I felt totally in control. In fact, watch this landing.
I'm gonna crash.
Hands all the way up.
I'm gonna crash.
Flare, all the way down, hard, hard, pull.
And into the pit. All right. Well, I think I need a little work, as the instructors will no doubt tell me. I'm not sure I pulled the ripcord or myself, or if I had a little help. So that'll all come out in the video. John's got the ripcord.
Okay, here's the free fall one more time, and this time in slow motion, and watch my right hand as I go through the practice ripcord pulls. See, it's kind of on my chest, on my stomach. It should be down on my hip. That's where the ripcord is, and I'm supposed to put my hand there. That's why we're practicing it. Instead, my hand is going to another handle. If I were to pull it, and there it is again in the wrong place, if I were to pull that handle, it would release the entire chute right off of my back. John sees that, and he's trying to grab my right arm to put it in the right place. Here's the third practice, and once again, it goes to my chest instead of my hip. John tells me later he's about to have a heart attack. See him grab my hand? Kerry slaps my chest, which means pull the ripcord for real now. John is afraid I'm going to reach for the wrong handle again. Sure enough, I do. He takes no chance. He reaches in, and that's where the real handle is, on my waist. He pulls that. That is the ripcord. That releases my chute. I'm still trying to pull the wrong one. John luckily reaches in with his free hand and holds my hand down so I can't pull the wrong handle. He holds it until the chute finally catches and I go up. And remember, you've watched this in slow motion. The entire thing really happened in a matter of seconds.
Right now you're watching some youngsters enjoy themselves with pony rides, part of the opening activities at the world's toughest rodeo from the Met Center in Bloomington. Well, hi everybody, that's right. People are making their way into the seats here to enjoy this rodeo, and we're going to enjoy it too. I probably should have gotten involved with the pony rides, but instead I'm going to get involved with some 2,000-pound or so bulls as I show you what it takes to not be a bull rider, but a clown bullfighter.
That's right, rodeo bullfighting. And while these bulls may not look like fighters right now here in the corral, you put a cowboy on their backs and, well, it's a whole different story. Now this is bull riding, of course, but as you watch, notice the clowns because they are the bullfighters. You see, despite their funny clown makeup and silly costumes, they have a very serious job to do, and that is to keep the cowboy safe from the bull at the end of the ride. And often, they have to get right on top of the action to do it. And you can ask any bull rider and he'll tell you that many times he's been saved by the bullfighting clowns, and often the clown pays the price.
I had a bull down in Tampa, Florida last year. Hit me in the middle of the back. He broke 4 ribs, broke my jaw and my left foot all at one leg. Knocked me into the bucking chutes, and I worked the rest of the rodeo.
Oh yeah, bullfighters are tough. So why then am I getting made up to look like one? Well, Harold Murray is helping me, and he's from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, but he travels to rodeos all over the country each year, and he's been fighting bulls since he was 16 years old. He's 41 now, and he's one of the best in the business. He's also an expert trick rider. Yep, this is Harold without makeup, and this is his wife, Linda, performing earlier in the rodeo today. And they do all sorts of tricks on their fast-moving horses, and then Harold has to move fast, go backstage, change costumes, put on makeup, and get ready for the bulls. And so, as he puts the finishing touches on my makeup job, I'm wondering if I'm ready. Ready to get up close and personal with some 1,700 pounds or so of mean, nasty bull.
Well, it's almost time, and I am no dummy. Oh no, I may get out there and bullfight, but I'm going to do it from this barrel. It is a big, heavy barrel. It's padded on the inside and straps. I can hunker down in there. In fact, come on, I'll show you. Way down in here. And there's no way that bull can get to me. No way at all. I hope.
All of my accidents while I was working the barrel was bulls getting their head inside the barrel with me with their horns. I had my nose broke back last summer when a bull got his horn in there, and my eye blacked real bad. Then I've had my foot broke a couple times from them getting their head and horns in the barrel with me. So it's not as safe as a person thinks it is.
Well, with those words of encouragement still going through my mind, the next thing I knew, I was in the barrel, and the bull riding competition had begun. And right away, the first cowboy was off, and the bull was distracted by the other clowns. And then the bull was headed my way. But instead of hitting the barrel, he goes right by it.
Out there to help out. Gary, keep your head down, buddy. There's a bull right there trying to get at you.
Well, the bull may have been trying to get at me. I never saw him, of course, because I was ducking down inside the barrel the whole time. Oh, yeah. I did a lot of ducking down. Yes, a lot of action in the bull riding event, but none of it was coming my way, so I decided, what the heck, just get out of the barrel and act pretty cocky about it too. No problem. In the meantime, they're getting the next bull ready in the chute. I find myself lined up with 2 other clowns getting ready, and then I get a really close look, and next thing I know, everybody's running, and me, oh yeah, I'm up on top of the fence. Okay, I sort of chickened out that time. This time, I'd do better. But Harold told me that the next bull was really nasty, so I ought to get back into the barrel. And it's a good thing I did, because right then, that really nasty bull was only a few yards away from me. And I had a real close view, too, peeking over the edge of my barrel. Too close. So I dug down, and that's when things really got exciting. The bull hit the barrel, and he kept on hitting it. By then, Jim McLean, another rodeo clown, was there by my side, and he was using the barrel with me in it as a shield. Actually, he's helping me by keeping the end of the barrel away from the bull's horns. But it turns a little anyway, and for a split second or so, I was looking out eye to eye with Mr. Nasty. And Mr. Nasty almost got his horns inside the barrel. But not quite, and just as suddenly as it all began, the bull lost interest and was gone. Of course, I had no idea where the bull was until Harold started to roll the barrel back into the middle of the arena, and he set it up right and told me it was okay to get up, and that's when I heard the crowd. Oh yeah, I could act real tough now, but let's look again at what just happened. Now here, the bull had already begun to attack, and believe me, even with the padding inside, it felt to me like somebody was pounding on it with a sledgehammer. And then, on the other side, the bull did get his horn inside the barrel and flipped it over, with me in it, of course. I have no idea how close the horn came to me. I had my head way down as far as I could. However, just a few seconds later, I was looking and watched as a huge head tried to get into the barrel with me. Luckily, it didn't.
Well, there you have it. Clown bullfighting. And I gotta tell you, you gotta know when to run and when to fight. And right now, it's definitely time to run. See you next time. Watch out. Uh-oh. Well, hi, everybody. Right now, I'm at the Met Center, which is quiet right now, but starting tonight and all this weekend, it'll be, well, the joint will be jumping because the world's toughest rodeo is back in town, and it's one of the events we love to cover. In fact, we really love these big guys. You're looking at about 2,000 pounds each of bulls that'll be used in the bull riding event. Now, last year, I had a chance to get up close and personal with some bulls, and no, I wasn't riding them. I was playing around with them, kind of clowning around.
Now this was the scene just last year right here at the World's Toughest Rodeo during the bull riding event. And when I mentioned clowning around, well, if you look close, you can see that, yep, clown makeup and all, that's me during the bull riding in the clown's barrel. Now right here, I'm acting like a tough guy. But a little bit later, when the barrel was on its side, things got pretty exciting, let me tell you.
Yes, no question about it. Last year was a lot of fun, but now we're back at the 1993 version of the World's Toughest Rodeo, and we're here before the event even starts because I thought as much fun as being in the barrel when the bulls were around, I thought that was a lot of fun. Why not get outside the barrel? And that's what I'm going to do today. Outside the barrel with the clowns, bullfighting. And I'll be working with some bullfighting professionals. These three rodeo clowns have over 40 years experience and have agreed to, well, teach me some of what they know. I'll be working with Rory Meeks, Tommy Joe Lucia, and Chuck Kite, who will all be part of the World's Toughest Rodeo show and agreed to help me, as I said, but they agreed on one condition. And that one condition was, well, I at least had to look the part. I drew the line on the makeup, though, but I got the clothes on and joined up with the guys here. Well, what do you think, guys? Is this going to work?
That'll work.
This looks good?
Looking good, I tell you what.
Looking good, okay. You sure this is necessary, though?
Yep, if Bull gets his horn underneath here, you'll come loose. He won't be wearing you like you're wearing them pants.
Everything will come loose. Your right leg, your ear.
See, the clowns are just clowning around, but we know it's, you guys are going to take care of me, right?
Right.
Because see, what these guys normally do as professionals is they protect the bull riders. They protect the cowboys. Today, they're going to protect me. Right?
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get going. Let's get that first bull. I'm ready. Here we go.
Wait. There's a few things we're going to have to tell you first so you don't get run over.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd rather not get run over.
Right.
And so to avoid being run over or hooked or gored or anything else the bull might try to do to me, the guys insisted on a little coaching first, and believe me, there's a lot to learn.
When the bull's either standing there or moving kind of slow, run right at his butt, because that way he has to turn clear around to get at you.
And it's furthest from the horns, too.
Right. When he comes like that, roll the barrel at him and then be ready to go off to the side, because he'll roll it right back by you.
This makes me nervous.
This bull?
Yes.
Why?
No, I'm serious. His name's Widowmaker, you know.
This bull makes you nervous. You're just kidding me. You're just trying to jack around with the TV guy.
This is the world's toughest bad bull, and I ain't liking this.
Well, it wasn't long before the guy said, "What the heck? Let's give him a shot." I don't know if I was ready or not, but the bull was in the chute, and it was time to let him go. But first, one more piece of advice.
Gary, one last thing. Try to stay away from the fence.
Stay away from the fence? I don't understand the significance of that, but it's too late to think about it. Here comes the bull.
Come on, big boy, roll through it.
Holy cow. Holy cow is right, and no pun intended. Looking eye to eyeball with this bull was something else. Although I gotta tell you, at first it seemed like he really wasn't interested. So I decided to roll the barrel a little bit closer. However, things got, well, a little more excited very quickly because Rory became the center of his attention and barely made it to the fence in time.
Oh man, I'm glad that wasn't me.
But I wasn't glad for long because moments later, it was my turn, and watch what happens.
Yeah, I had him.
Oh, sure I did. But watch how quickly I get back up onto the fence when the bull comes back, just so I don't get him a second time. Now here it is again in slow motion, and the theory is to keep the barrel between you and the bull. You can see I forget about the theory real quick. I also forget to stay away from the fence because now I'm trapped and I'm getting mashed into the fence, and I'm also getting lifted into the air by the bull's horns and right down onto the ground. The clowns can't help me, but luckily the bull forgets about me. He's had enough of me, and believe me, I've had enough of him.
Well, there you have it. Rodeo, bullfighting. You know, you learn, let this be a lesson to you. Professionals, I'm checking out over my shoulder. Always make it look easier. World's toughest rodeo this weekend at the Met Center. I'll see you next time. He got me. He got me a little bit.
Irene, did you see the black board motorcycle? Stop it. Yeah.
Yeah. I really don't have time to talk, Steve. There's a big bout coming up here. It's for the championship. You know. And I've been preparing for this thing, and I'm kind of ready to go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Huh? You know what I mean? I'm gonna slap him. I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna give him the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 6, and the 97 in the same time. You know where I'm coming from here? That's right. Well, right now, they haven't brought him out yet, you know what I mean? The guy heard he came to Minnesota, he heard he was gonna face the champion of good company, and he hasn't shown up yet, but I know he'll be here in a second. His name is Sluggo, and we're gonna show you what he's like just in a second, but of course, there's a lot of other things as I change my accent all of a sudden here. A lot of other things going on at the Shrine Circus here at the St. Paul Civic Center. So here's a sample of what you can see when you come and watch the circus, and then watch that, and then it's Kangaroo Massacre. Okay. Yeah, well, no question about it. It's a great show. This is my corner man, Mike, here. What's the secret now to handling this kangaroo?
Just want a nice clean fight, no rabbit punches, and no kicking below the pouch. Can you remember that?
No kicking below the pouch. Okay. All right, well, here he is all the way from Australia and other points south. This is Sluggo, the red kangaroo. And, hey, you know what? He may look small, but come to think of it, I think I pretty much had her.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on, no chicken out now. You've come too far.
Come too far. All right.
Everybody's watching you now. Just give it your best shot.
I may have to be mean to him, Sharon, because frankly, he's okay. Now you got to watch out for the legs. You see, the feet are the part that you don't really see at this point, but you get here. All right. Now this is the part you got to watch out for because he'll sneak up on you. Does the word cup sound familiar? Because it's a word I forgot. And all right, well, this is Sluggo. And Sluggo You son of a gun, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna go down and fall. Now, good. That's it, hold me back, hold me back. Anyway, come on out and see Sluggo. See the rest of the Shrine Circus here at the St. Paul Civics. I've got a...
Check 1, 2, this is 5. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 5.
No, this is a... That was... Anyway, the Shrine Circus. Had enough? I punished him enough. Come on out to see the Shrine Circus. And take a look at Sluggo. And he won't bother you anymore. He'll just be a nice little kangaroo from Australia. You son of a gun. We'll have more good company right after this.
Well, hi, everybody. Right now I am in Carlton, Minnesota, which is just outside of Duluth. And behind me, some folks are getting ready to take part in an adventure that, well, heck, we're going to take part in, too. What is it? Whitewater rafting. And we'll be going out with folks from Superior Whitewater professionally guided raft tours. And they say the river may look a little cold, but it's really quite warm. However, those of us getting ready for the big adventure put on wetsuits anyway that they provide at no extra charge. And why are we putting on a wetsuit? Well, this is why.
You'll get soaked. We like to tell our guests that you'll wet your pants one way or the other, and you'll like it. You will get soaked.
Now, George is the owner of Superior Whitewater, and he is as much fun as the rafting itself. What does it take to be a good rafter?
$27 It makes a good rafter as far as I'm concerned. What does it take? A right attitude, an adventurous attitude.
And as long as you're over 12 years old, a willingness to cooperate and paddle hard. So are you scared at all?
No, not really. A little nervous, but not too scared. When he starts talking about people dumping out, then I get scared. That worries me, but other than that, I'm okay.
Did she say dumping out? You mean we could fall out of one of these rafts?
We charge nobody extra for that added experience. It doesn't happen very frequently, but per trip, 1 or 2 people may fall into the river. And it's been our experience that rarely does anybody spend more than 10 seconds in the river if they ever decide to jump out of the raft.
If they decide to jump out?
Well, there's more dignity to jumping than saying I fell out, so we like to have some dignity around here.
Well, if anyone does happen to fall, or, jump out, this man will likely be right there to help us. He's one of a number of guides that ride along in kayaks. And he's not just any kayak rider. He's one of the world's best, Jim Rada. Well, you can't say they're not giving us fair warning. Dangerous rapids ahead. That's what the sign says. And after we go under this bridge, it's whitewater time. Whew, let's do it. Now, George says that there are 6 different rapids that we'll be going through, and each has its own name. This is the first. He calls it Wave Train.
It's a very short series of waves. Not much of a rapid, but it pleases most people who've never done it before. They think this is it. And it's really not. We call it the rip-off rapid. It's not quite whitewater. It's just this side of real whitewater.
Well, he's right. It's not really whitewater. I'm not even wet after that first one. But as you're about to see, there are 5 more rapids to go. And as George says, the further down the river you get, the more interesting the ride gets. And the more interesting it gets, the wetter we get. Swimming. Now, the whole journey covers about 3 miles and takes just about 2.5 hours in all. All along the way, our guides in the kayaks watch out for our safety and guide us through each rapids. And if you don't think their job is tough,
Just watch them trying to maneuver in the current. Oh yes, they're experts, and they always seem to get the job done, getting us through each rapids one at a time, all safely, but not without unbelievable thrill. Well, there you have it. Whitewater rafting right here in Minnesota. Superior whitewater rafting. Definitely superior. A lot of fun, yes. Do you get wet? Oh, yeah. Do I wish it was a little warmer today? Yeah, but it was still a great time. Give it a try. We'll see you next time. Oh, yeah. One other thing you have to do when you come here is you have to bail out the raft from time to time, but no problem. Okay, guys, let's find the next one. Well, hi, everybody. Right now I'm in an open field a few miles north of Anoka. It's a beautiful field with the woods and the meadow and everything. It's getting a little dark, though, because the sun has gone down some time ago, and it'll be pitch black before long. Now, right now, we're getting a little bit of light from this bonfire, but that's not why this bonfire is here. No, it's not for light. It's for warmth, heat, a lot of heat, because in just about an hour or so, when this has burned itself out and the coals are still red hot, they're going to spread it out, and then people are going to walk on fire. Red hot fire, barefoot. And these are the people who'll do it, and they'll be walking to a different beat, that's for sure. Now, this is what happened earlier this evening, even before the fire was ever started. Before anyone is allowed to walk on red-hot coals, there is a ceremony, a preparation time that lasts some 4.5 hours. Yes, it takes time to work up the energy, the courage to walk on fire.
The idea is to work past fear. People have tremendous amounts of fear in their life. They don't accomplish a lot of the things they'd like to accomplish because they're stopped at a certain point where they see they have a limit. And if you can go through a physical barrier like fire, then you know that there aren't any limits.
There's a lot of ways to overcome fear. Why this?
Well, it seems safer than skydiving or jumping up bridges with bungee cords.
I never listed it ever as anything I wanted to do. And a friend invited me, and when she did, my initial reaction was, me? But it's been growing. I've been going through a lot of transformation in my life, and it feels like a perfect way to externalize it and symbolize it.
Okay, we'll see if she can do it later, because it will be her first time. But before we do it, there are more things we need to do to prepare, like psyching each other up. I am unlimited, you are unlimited.
I am unlimited, and you are unlimited. I am powerful, you are powerful!
Then a bit later, we sit around the room and we think about our goals, simplifying them into a word or two like wisdom, joy, or good health. And then we also meditate on what's been said.
You hear the words clearly, the words that you will speak in order to create that perfect firewalk.
We work on concentration, to focus, and to not lose that focus.
Put them in the center here.
It just burns.
Okay, guys.
Keep your attention.
And once it's blazing, more ceremony. And we try to pull in the energy from the fire, pulling it in from each other. We must together. Then we're back inside. Some final moments to set the stage for what everyone came here to do tonight. And as the fire dies down, the moment nears. because soon we are all lined up in bare feet and ready to test our courage.
The concept of fear is something that we have created in our minds to stop us from doing things. And we choose now to uncreate that fear.
Now the coals are then raked out to about a 10-foot strip. Sometimes the fiery path can be 2 or 4 times that long. And so while chanting, "I can walk on fire, so can you," the walk begins.
I can walk on fire, so can you. 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 I can walk on fire, so can you.
Now many of these folks have walked on fire before, and so after watching the others do it, Catherine finally makes her move.
It was incredible. I was incredible. It's not it.
You were incredible. You went a little goofy there, ballistic at the end of there, didn't you?
Yeah, because I just didn't believe I could do it. But I decided I could if I choose to. So I did.
Red hot coals, and they say they're about 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit. But if they can do it, so can I.
I can walk on fire and so can you. I can walk on fire and so can you. Oh man. Fantastic, so isn't it?
Good challenge.
So can you. Hey. Well, there you have it, fire walking. I did it. These folks are doing it. I don't even begin to understand what's going on here. But somehow it all seems to make sense. And my feet are not burned. Trust me.
So can you. I can walk on fire and so can you. I can walk on fire and so can you. I can walk on fire and so can you.
You're going over the center.
See all this and you're not even on camera.
Okay, well that gives you an idea what the Shrine Circus is all about. And right now, I have moved to an almost vertical position here on the giant space wheel. Okay, you get some idea of the height involved.
Were you pretty relaxed getting up there?
No, I'm not relaxed at all.
How high are you, do you know?
50 feet.
50 feet.
50 feet up, and like I say, I mean, there's nothing here, there's no straps here, there's nothing.
Just hold on, Gary.
There's no net below, and the trick is to try to keep yourself in the center. Also, I got to tell you, we've been here for a while, and we kind of played around and just kind of rocked it back and forth. But the circus is filling up now because there is a show about to start, and the band's playing. It's kind of distracting, to tell you the truth.
Here it goes.
And the sound you hear are my knees. Oh yeah,
that was your teeth.
The audience breaks into rapid applause here. Trying to, now, Lee told me you gotta look straight ahead. Don't ever look down.
Yeah.
But that's really hard not to do. And it's hard to make yourself, oh my goodness. It's hard to make yourself take the step. But now, it's starting to feel it. Now I can't imagine running around on the inside, let alone on the outside, like the sensational Lees do.
You made it.
Whoa, Gary. That was just amazing.
And here he goes back up again.
Down.
As I went back, Lee told me to lean back. I was going too fast.
Yeah, you were going pretty fast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I got to get my weight going a little more forward here.
I thought you were going to
Do you know
just
what
stay
you're
down,
doing? How do you know where to go here?
It's all by feel. Oh my gosh, sideways. Now, I don't know if you can, it really shimmies from side to side.
Are you totally controlling that wheel, or is there somebody on the other end?
No, there's no motor, Steve. I'm totally in control of it. It's all a matter of counterbalance. So, and this is really the scary part, because you're up at the top. No, don't give me. Oh, I thought they were applauding me. The audience is applauding a high school band here. They don't even know I'm here. Good.
They're going to get on that thing next to play.
Okay, well anyway.
Crazy guy in a glittery belt.
I think the belt makes a difference, don't you?
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, I turned to look at the camera. That was a bad idea. Okay,
No,
well, anyway,
no.
Shrine Circus, there's another performance tonight, Friday night, 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday here at the St. Paul Civic Center. Tickets are going fast, so come on down and see what they can do here at the Shrine Circus. And, of course, check out the sensational Lees, Robin and her dad, and...
All right, Gary.
She said I've had it out.
Good for you, Gary.
That's you on the set, okay? Thank you very much.
Gutsy move. All right, take a bow.
Brown looks pretty good at this point.
Oh.
Incredible.
That was just sensational. Whoa, that man has nerve. Shrine Circus now through Sunday. You might give it a shot. Right back. Gary Lumpkin. Gary Lumpkin.
Well, the elephant has never done this trick with anybody but myself, and I'm just concerned. She's kind of a one-person elephant, and I just don't want you to get hurt. But
Now, he's not kidding, by the way. We're not hyping this.
I'm a little scared. He's got more guts than I can believe, but if he wants to try it.
What we're going to do is I'm going to hang on to the harness on the front of the elephant, and we're going to go for an airplane spin.
Oh my gosh.
What's this elephant's name?
Tina.
Tina. Oh, Tina.
Really strong.
Say what, Ted?
Hold on, very strong.
Hold it very strong.
More thrust than you think. You're going to kind of run this way with her.
Okay.
And when you land, when I say steady, start trying to land.
Okay, I'll try to land.
Okay.
All right.
Tina, ready?
Bye, Gary. Bye, Steve.
Tina, turn. Turn, Tina. Tina, turn. Turn. Tina, turn.
Holy cow. Oh, Jesus, Tina. Yeah, Tina, steady. Steady, Tina. Whoa, big fella. Mark, how you doing again? Hey, thanks again for the elephant. That was great. Appreciate that. You got the horses. Let me do something with the horses now?
Well, yeah, we're getting ready to take them back to the barn.
Go that way. Oops, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. What's the deal? What's the deal? Oh, my gosh. Oh, no. Thanks, guys.
If you're looking for hot, you'll find it right here in the Arizona desert. Because with the sand and the cactus all around, at this place, it's really hot.
That's right. We have come to the deserts of Arizona, just outside of Phoenix, and we are at the Bob Bondurant School of High Performance Driving, where some old clunkers crashing into each other and some slick, brand new orange Ford Mustangs are part of this very special school.
Located just a few minutes south of downtown Phoenix at the Firebird International Raceway, this state-of-the-art training facility is the home of the world-famous Bondurant School. Celebrating its 25th year of operation, the school has instructed more than 40,000 people in all phases of driving. Many famous race car drivers are graduates of the program, as are dozens of movie and television celebrities like Paul Newman, Gene Hackman, and Tom Cruise. But for the most part, it's been average, everyday, ordinary people who've come to learn from Bob Bondurant and his staff. That's because Bob, a former champion who's raced everything from motorcycles to Formula One Grand Prix cars, is recognized as the best in the business.
The thing is, the people that come to go through the racing course, probably 30% come and they want to race, really learn how to drive a race car. But everyone who goes through any of our courses learns complete car control. And what I mean by that is good control, emergency base maneuvers, things that go on every day when you drive. Panic stops, control braking, learn to feel and control the car.
And sometimes controlling the car means you do stuff like this. Well, these drivers are federal agents learning executive protection and security driving techniques. And it's a very specialized part of the school, but unfortunately necessary to help protect the good guys from the bad guys. Meanwhile, in a classroom, regular high-performance driving students are preparing for their next turn out on the track. Oh yes, there is some classroom work here, but most of the time is spent behind the wheel.
Now, it's important to remember that not everyone who comes here is aspiring to be a race car driver, so I thought I'd see what I could learn with a few lessons. Although I got to tell you, dressed like this, a racing suit, a helmet, car like that, this just could be the start of a new career. Oh yeah, wait till I get on the track with that baby.
However, the next thing I knew, I was in a totally different vehicle. And it's called the skid car, and Bob said I had to start here. So, with staff instructor Chad Biggerstaff in the passenger seat beside me, I'm taught how to control a skidding automobile. You see, Chad has buttons that can raise or lower these smaller outer rigger wheels, which takes the weight off the regular wheels, and well, in a turn, you can see why they call it the skid car.
It's harder than it looks.
Then I got to drive one of the Mustangs, but not on the track yet. Oh no, I had to learn accident avoidance techniques. Now the idea here is to approach these traffic lights, which, when you get very close, change colors and give you only one choice. Well, it sounds simple enough, but at 45 miles an hour, it requires a split-second decision and reaction to avoid hitting any of the cones. And avoiding the cones here corresponds to avoiding an accident out on the streets.
Sitting on the line, trying to change your mind. Red light, yellow light, green light, time.
Well, after that, Bob joined me for yet another drill, and this time I'm learning to control the car in a severe braking situation. Now, each time I did it, Bob had me drive a little faster and apply the brakes a little later as I entered the curve. At first, not too tough. Watch now as I smoked the tires and almost spun the car. The proper technique is to never lock the wheels, but rather pump the brakes so you stop the car smoothly. Now watch from the opposite side, and you can see the front wheel as I pump the brakes, and it still locks a few times. This was really tough, but Bob assured me that with a little practice, you can develop the feel, and you'll learn to avoid out-of-control skids, even in panic stop situations. That's a skill every driver can benefit from knowing. This was great stuff, and I was dying to get out onto the track. And a bit later, I got my chance. Now this time, after taking a few laps with Bob in the car with me, I found myself all alone in the Mustang. And I'm following Bob, who's in his own car. And we're pushing it pretty hard, and my instructions were to follow him and learn the proper line through the corners, as well as to watch his brake lights so I know when to brake and when to accelerate. This was great. Oh yes, this was great fun to be sure, but it required total concentration. Bob maneuvered smoothly through turn after turn, and I tried to copy his moves, and, well, clearly, I've got a lot to learn. And then, Bob was gone, and I took several more laps while he watched from trackside. And with each time around the track, I could feel myself getting smoother and learning to control the car better. And at about 100 miles an hour in the fastest parts of the course, let me tell you, it was exhilarating. But unfortunately, it all too soon had to end. And so, very reluctantly, I brought it into the pits, complete with a little squeal of the tires.
Oh, man. It's all about car control. Obviously, I've got a little bit to learn, but there you have it. Man, things everybody could learn are taught right here at Bob Bondurant School. And, well, Bob, sorry about the stop there, but other than that, am I a race driver yet?
Well, you want to be, don't you?
That's an idea.
You did a nice job. You really did.
Well, thanks. Hey, once again, car control and things anybody can use. It's all being taught right here at Bob Bondurant School of High Performance Driving and tire squealing. We'll see you next time.
Great.
Okay, so here we are in the operating room at Midway, and as you can see, there is a lot of electronic equipment around. And it's this electronic equipment that makes arthroscopic surgery possible. Now here we are looking at it from the opposite side, and we're joining the surgery in progress. And this is Dr. Wes Peters, the orthopedic surgeon, who is looking into my knee. And he's looking at this monitor to do so. Because you see, at the end of one of the instruments that he is manipulating, there's a tiny fiber optics camera. Now I'm wide awake, I'm propped up, I'm watching the whole thing too. I gotta tell you, it was mesmerizing, it was amazing. Now, this is the camera, and you can see that there's a light shining at the end also, and that illuminates the inside of the joint. And once Dr. Peters puts this into the joint, he performs almost all of the procedure by watching the monitor. The first thing, of course, is to find the tear. And he's examining all over the inside of the knee using the little probe with the hooked end, and after a few minutes, he does indeed find exactly what he was looking for.
Okay, so you can see that this is a little tear, or a little piece can flip up here and out here. And if that flips back on itself, something like that, it can cause you irritation in the joint.
So then it becomes a matter of removing, remember, not the entire cartilage like they used to do, but only the torn part. And to do that, he uses the first of several cutting instruments. On the screen, it looks like some giant metallic monster chomping away, but of course it's tiny, as are the movements Dr. Peters makes as he cuts with one hand while holding the camera device with the other. Now that camera tube is also connected to a steady stream of water, and that water is flowing through the joint and it keeps the visibility clear. It also helps to keep the joint open. Now as the torn part is clipped away, he switches to a different type of cutter. This one works sideways, and it snips away even more of the damaged cartilage. But even so, the edge that remains is still a bit rough and jagged. So, a third device is used, and this one is electric and has a suction element to extract the fragments that develop, as well as a trimmer that rotates with little teeth. And it's these little rotating teeth that Dr. Peters runs over and over the edge of the cartilage until it is smoothed down. And when that procedure was completed, the surgery was too.